Every time you say that, Harry, they throw things. You need to stop over. Oh no! Michael Bull. Plummett's not alone here. Oh no, Plummet.
Design here needs to watch out.
Oh, big names. Oh, big names are risen up.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the Halo 5 Pro Series. Today, I'm not joined by Wonderboy. In fact, I'm joined by Caelan Doyle instead. Caelan, how are you?
I'm not too bad. Lovely Saturday afternoon, week 3 of the Pro Series. I'm looking forward to it. Been watching from afar, obviously, and talking to some guys during the week, but looking forward to some action. And we've got a great series to start with today, I think.
Yeah, you've been doing some interviews over on the Twitter page, putting them up onto YouTube. How have you been finding that, getting to know the players one-to-one?
I mean, it's good to chat to, to get your ear to the ground, to chat to people.
Definitely. Today we've got Austrian Force up against
insight.
Muriel Robin at the moment. This is going to be a good game. You haven't interviewed any of these players yet, but maybe they're on the agenda for next week. Oh, Caelan's gone. That's what we love to hear. We have the whole stream beforehand, and he's rosy in the garden.
Now.
And then is he back? This is Caelan's rural connection, folks. Already, this is the pains that you go through when you do things online. But Caelan, where did we lose you there during your answers?
Sorry, I was going to say, I've been looking to chat to a few of the guys like Tommy the Grogan, obviously, who's a pretty well-known personality across Twitter within the European community. Thuru as well, top guy. I think we'll try to get some of these guys as the weeks goes on and sort of diverse the whole pool of interview talent. But I can see these guys, Austrian Force, I know they were top 4 last week, just missing out to Par. I think they had a pretty good series in that semi-final against Par, but they'll be looking to go far again this week, hopefully to establish themselves as a top 4 team within Europe currently in this season for HCS.
Yeah, one team who will be looking to throw a spanner in the works, however, before they get there will be this Muriel Robin squad of Kronos, Mada, Sunrise, and Exertos. They're a mainstay in the community. They've been top 16, top 8s consistently, depending on how the brackets go for them. They've been playing consistently throughout all of the Halo 5's life cycle. What are your chances for them in this series in particular?
Well, this is the sort of series that could take them from a mid-upper tier team within Europe into that sort of higher end. I think this is the sort of game that'll really test them. This is an opportunity for them to rise to the occasion, obviously. They're going to struggle, I think. There's a lot of good communication, a lot of good talent on that Austrian Force squad, though we have seen the likes of Zeros and Kronos on some of our own tournaments in the past, and they've put up big performances. I think this could be a good series anyway to start with, and hopefully not something like a 3-0.
Yeah, good series to start off with, nonetheless. No doubt we'll be getting into it very shortly. Our first game type is Truth CTF. Do you see this series being 3-0? Do you think that this Muriel Robin squad can bring us to maybe a game 5 or game 4? What way do you see it going?
Well, I honestly don't know. This could be a sort of, it seems like we're jumping out of the lobby a bit, but this could be the sort of game that the guys on Austrian Force could be very aggressive with and really put them on the back foot and just upset the whole thing. And it could end up going really downhill quite quickly. Truth is one of those games where it can snowball to a certain effect. If you do get rattled quite early on, then all of a sudden it can change, everything. The pace of the game needs to be, you need to break up the pace. See, if you do find yourself going down 1-0 early on, you need to break up the pace of the game and try to upset it, slow it down, reset yourselves, and try go at it again.
Yeah, losing one cap on Truth isn't the end of the world, but when you start losing those back-to-back caps, you need to get yourself on top of the camouflage and stuff, get your time locked down on that. Really hoping to see a good series from these folks. Like I say, they've been playing throughout and thoroughly through the life cycle, so they're well-practiced veterans, and it could go either way. We're having a little bit of a lobby glitch at the moment. We're trying to get that all set up. But what was your thoughts on last week anyway, Caelan? We had Power up against the Cartel. It was a game 5 thriller, went to the Slayer. This week, of course, we have Precision Knight, who's gone back to his previous roster, and he'll be playing with somebody else, and we've now got Legend back in. Do you see this being another Power win, or do you think this is going to be a toss-up and it could really go the distance?
I don't know. I think that it's intriguing that Legends back on the Cartel squad. That it looks to me, by a quick look at the bracket, it does look like we're going to be seeing a collision course between those two squads again, if based on last week's results. Obviously, there could be a shock because Austrian Force never played Cartel last week, to my knowledge. I think they played Power on that side of the bracket. So I think the winner of this does play Cartel. So we will see an interesting match there, even more so. Last week I did catch bits and pieces of it. I was quite busy at the time. Sorry. So from what I've seen, I was quite impressed with some of the SLG, for example. I thought put up a big performance. And I think with the communication, Precision Night, when I talked to him during the week there, he had mentioned that communication did seem to be a bit of a factor. Obviously with the native French speaking guys, and in the white heat of battle, it can be an issue. Although now you have Legend into that squad, communication should be tight. I think we're going to see a few weeks of maybe back and forth between those two rosters. And maybe some people coming in. I don't know. There's rumors I've heard of other people coming in to maybe, join the Halo 5 European scene again that have been left out in the wilderness for a while. It could be interesting. I think we're in for a good season.
You've heard rumours, Caelan, and you're keeping your cards close to your chest.
I'm keeping them to my chest.
I feel like this could be the perfect time to tell us those rumours that you've heard, who you think could be coming back, or what is the rumour mill, what is the talk around the water fountain.
I've got too much respect for him.
Too much respect for him. But either way, it looks like we will be jumping into this game on Truth. We kick off, of course, with Spa over on the Austrian Force side, putting some shots down onto Mata immediately and going for that camouflage as Tommy the Krogan gets that kill onto Mata P2. And Scarcity, this is a great start. 2 kills already off the board, off the rip. Caelan, what way is that start gone for you?
Like I said, Austrian Force being very aggressive at the start, pushing in, trying to lock the French squad into their own domain. I can see immediately, look at the flags coming out here. Tommy the Krogan pulling it up the window side. He's got camo as well, so bit of a strange move. Why does he not let somebody else take that flag? He's letting Thuru take it now, but Thuru's left it behind him. But yeah, the pressure's coming down from the top. But like I said, if you concede this early flag, you're really left on the back foot early on, and there we go. It's 1-0, just like that.
Yeah, Scarcity was on your screen, just trying to make sure that any players that tried to overextend over on the car side were unable to get into the base. And we had that guy, of course, thrust towards the window, which was Mata trying to desperately keep that flag from going in. But unfortunately, he couldn't get the job done as Sunrise drops down in the basement. Exertos and Mata answer back, however. 2 kills of their own, make that 3, and a flag out as well for the boys on Muriel. Can they get this home, and can they tie this up 1-1, Caelan?
Interesting defense as well. Well played here by Zeros, covering, making sure he gets back to cover the far flank, from the pressure that was inevitably going to come in from Austrian Force. And they've leveled this up quite quickly, which is good, because like I said, you don't want to be left on the back foot early on, and within the first cycle of camo, it's 1-1, which is pretty good.
It's a great job. Great job out of Muriel. They didn't get camouflage, but they managed to tie this game up 1-1. Great work out of Exertos and co, running that flag over on the P side, but maybe at the same time not great defense by Austrian Force, allowing themselves to be counter-capped so fast as battles go down in P2 again. This game is starting off with a flyer, and camouflage is going to be up again soon, the next 15 seconds or so, but all action in top blue base. And can this Muriel squad just relinquish the pressure that's being put on them by Austrian Force at the moment, as Sunrise takes down Spa and Spa takes down Kronos? So they've traded 1 for 1 in the kill column, and it's all going down over towards P2 and for this camouflage.
The Muriel Robin squad has actually shocked me with how well they've started here. I'm not going to lie, I expected this to be quite an easy 3-0. They have hassled and harried and put a good bit of pressure on the Austrian Force squad. Flag is out, but it doesn't look like it's threatening to move any further than that first third of the map.
First third of the map, they've only got it, like you say, just under halfway, and the flag is at a standstill as Thuru and his buddy just couple up on the guy down in blue basement. Spawn now puts it down a lovely 5-shot. He's trying to hide now out towards this front base area behind that little bit of cover, but is finally taken down by Kronos. Will they get the return on this flag? Looks like they're happy enough to leave it out in the open as bait as they try and get some more control on the map.
Yeah, I thought that was quite an interesting one, to be honest. I felt that they were just simply wasting time and effort and leaving themselves open there, because that flag did look, the way that it was out there and the way that Muriel Robin had set up to defend against it, it looked like they were just wasting time, throwing resources in there. I would have just let the reset happen and set yourselves up for a quick cap. but Muriel Robin putting pressure under them now, and the flag's out.
Flag is out. It's heading towards that P3, but immediately shut down by Turu onto Sunrise, and now we may look to see Kronos back down just for a second, but he actually helps the teammate on top round, so I don't mind this play too much, but Scarcely has taken him back with a back whack. He was down in the basement, he was fighting Kronos at one point or another, but he's now come back to hit him with the back smack and take him down to the respawn screen, and now Sunrise all alone in the basement, needs help, and he needs it fast, Caleb.
Yeah, Sunrise, here we go. He's getting men on his right hand side. He's going to throw a flag out in porch again. This is an interesting one because you do leave yourself obviously wide open to, if you lift it, immediately getting bombarded with nades and shots from every angle. You know, it's quite obvious where the flag is. You have to do a cleanup here. Theory does do the cleanup. He gets the flag back up there, and now Sunrise, he's putting pressure on him.
Now we're on board with Kronos at the moment. Camouflage has just popped out, will go into the chest of Exertos. Maybe we should switch over to him. What can he do? This could be a pivotal point in the map. Look to use this camouflage to secure yourself a flag cap. It looks like he's been shot, he's been taken down by Scarcely top middle, nobody there to give him the helping hand.
Yeah, that was a big key point there. This was the game in the balance, you know, 5 minutes gone or so. Muriel Robin would have wanted to try to get this flag with the advantage of camo to push out and you know, give the flag carrier a bit of cover here. But they have the flag out, they're pushing it out on camo side, the flag's sitting out there, but it does look like Austrian Force are going to be able to defend this one quite easily.
Yeah, at the moment, Muriel pulling a lot of flags, but not really able to turn them into caps. They're being defended quite easily, being swatted away. I don't know if I like that camouflage play as well, going top middle. You really want to be getting yourself into the base to get flanked, but the flag is out, it's on the move. They've got it over the halfway mark, and it's almost home. Can they get the touch? Can they get the... Just get it over the line, relay that flag, just like the Olympics. You have a place in the basement. Mana gets some shots down, but 3 dead. This all but surely should be accounted. Flag is on. Turu pulls the flag. Great play out of him. Tommy the Krogan gets a finish in the base as well. And this flag is now on the move. There's a counter cap on the board as Sunrise pulls the flag and immediately heads towards the basement.
They score this one, that's just a total demotivation then for Muriel Robin, because I swear that they were on the edge of the box with the flag there, if you would have said anything, and they were just ready to take that, but all of a sudden denied through coming in, getting that flag throughout. It does look like they're going to successfully defend it. They're getting as well another flag cap on their side, pulling across camo. The Zeros has it. It looks like it's going to be uncontested, but look at this, Theory's coming in again to try to deny him, but not this time. 2-1.
The flag goes in. It's all very hectic, very manic. Doesn't seem to be any control in the game at the moment, and because of that we're seeing flags be pulled, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Here comes Tommy the Krogan. Can he get the counter cap now? He's already on the P side looking for help from his teammate Turu, who comes out through the basement. He's no shields. Wisely decides he's going to take that flag, and Tommy will take the fight over towards the car door, but it is 2-2, Caelan.
To be honest, that felt like a bit of a desperation run, to be honest, from Tommy at the start, and it looked like they were a bit scrambling there as Thuru made the decision to pick the flag up. I don't know why. You know, 99% of the time that ends up in a bad way, that Thuru gets taken out, and the way Tommy even got taken out there as soon as he came around the corner. Yeah. Interesting move, but they somehow have got the equaliser and are back in this game.
I don't like all this flag pulling out business, all this madness, the mayhem. There's no control on truth at the moment whatsoever. It just seems to be every time we pick up with somebody, they have a flag in their hand. It's the craziest thing. As the flag again gets pulled out and thrown out towards the front base, and Sunrise has the flag on the opposite side. What sort of game are we playing right now, Caelan?
It's fast and furious. The flags are going to meet here across from each other. Sunrise will throw it out, try to get the return, and try to get... No, his teammate's going to get actually for him to get the return. Here we go, but look at this red man in the base waiting for him.
Red man in the base, and he pulls the flag out but gets taken down. It was scarcely just waiting to try and get a sneaky recovers. His teammates were 2 dead off the rip. There should be a re here, but there is not a re. Gunshots, fire goes down, but look at that! As Muriel Robin take down the map and take down the game 1-0, 3-2 on truth, 1-0 in the series. But what a game that was. Manic, crazy, we had it all.
To be honest, that shocked me. I didn't expect Muriel Robin to come out there as well as they did. The thing that also has shocked me, if you look at the stats, Muriel Robin outslayed Austrian Force. They outslayed them. I mean, big kills there from Sunrise. He did so much work as we seen him there pulling the flag and moving the flag, giving cover. But 20 kills, 13 deaths from him, 7 assists. Sticking up on the accuracy, 61% on the accuracy, 61.4. That's a pretty impressive display from him.
Austrian Force. Well, maybe we need to talk about French forces. They're immediately not messing around. It looks like this might have woken up Austrian Force, and they're immediately trying to get back into the game. Slayer, HCS, Colosseum as well. The game type that I normally like to play this on is Flag. Slayer isn't one of my favorites. What way do you see this one going?
Like I said, if Muriel Robin come out with the same intensity that they did that game, they totally outslayed Austrian Force. They could do it again here. This is Colosseum. You know, you have 2 power weapons. If you can get control of both, you can make life a real pain for Austrian Force here.
And that is the first map that Austrian Force have dropped in the tournament. And what a game it was. It was frantic. It was ever flowing. Flags getting pulled, counter caps, camouflages. It had all the greats of a Halo 5 game. But Mata down with Spot, gets taken down, but it is traded out. It's 2 for 2 at the moment. Sniper rifle still up, and it's in the hands now over towards Kronos. Maybe you should jump on board with him and see what he can do with the wing peeler.
Yeah, he's just putting a bit of vision there on the far side of the map, maybe giving the call out to his teammates. Looks across onto the blue ramp. I see nothing.
He's a little bit nervous of his flank over towards the rocket side, so he sends some teammates, every teammate that he has, actually, all the resources heading towards there, and because of that, Tommy the Krogan, he has the rocket launcher. He takes down the sniper rifle player who had no defense from the snipe side. That is a misplay on the side of Muriel Robin.
Yeah, opportunity lost there. And now they find themselves 3 kills down. It's been a frantic first opening minute, to be honest, you know. Lovely one there from Tommy.
Tommy takes him down. Can he make it 2? No, he can't. It looks like he may have gotten a body shot, but maybe not. Sometimes the observer mode can bug out just a touch, but let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he did put a shot onto the body. As Spa kills Exertos and Mata then killed Spa, so a trade.
He needs to reload that sniper. He's done the animation twice and I never actually completed it.
He doesn't need to reload it because he hits the body onto Mata. Killing spree for Tommy the Crow. Going for the no-scope. Can he line it up? No, he can't. Wisely decides he's going to use those 2 bullets at a different time. Rocket launcher will be up pretty shortly. Maybe he should have opted to stay on that side of the map to lock it down for the rocket launcher. But Sunrise taking down the no shields does a great job of staying alive out there on the outskirts of the map. But rocket launcher up in 15 seconds. And as you can see, Matt is already over there looking to secure it.
Yeah, through here, getting under pressure in Blue Cave. Waits for his teammates scarcely to come in and help out. Looks across here. They've had a good start. They're back to just a 1 kill now. Mata's going to pick up rockets and back off.
I'd like to see Mata now get towards the base as quickly as he can, not to be out here in the open with the rocket launcher. He needs to get into tight spaces, maybe towards that snipe side. I love this. Drops down towards bottom middle, can start to use them towards the snipe side. It takes the player down to no shields, but rocket launcher has fallen on a misplay for him. He was unable to connect with that rocket. Now it's gone over towards Tommy the Crow, who has 1 more rocket in the chamber.
Yeah, Tommy uses that one actually quite well to take out Zeros and open up that 3 kill gap. They've all spawned over there on the sniper side there, so let's see if he can, make a maneuver here over here with the rest of his teammates.
Playing fairly slow, just going in a buddy system 2 for 2, as Thuru and Spa take down Sunrise and Exertos respectfully and make that 3 as Kronos falls as well. And the game just starting to open up a little bit of distance, a little bit of breathing space for Austrian Force, and they're looking to come back with a vengeance here.
We've just got some updated results I can see from the chat. Precision 18 has just knocked out Power.
Power goes down. Precision Eye gets his own back on the Power roster. He was unable to do it in the finals, but he's been able to do it in the quarterfinals this week and knock Power out. That is a shock, but we'll stay on board with this one. Maybe get some reactions to that at the end of this series, as Tommy the Krogan is yet to die through this whole stage. DMR in his hand, looking to utilize the sightlines, the range that it has and provides. He's over towards this snipe side, just playing it patiently here, Kendall.
Yeah, they've opened up 9 kills now. This is Austrian Force really biting back after that shocking 3-2 defeat on Truth. They are a lot more composed. Tommy the Krogan's being quite aggressive now. He seems to find his feet better than the last game. Anyway, the sniper's been tries to get the no scope on him there. He does get the assist in the end. Scarcely picks up the grenade kill on him and gives Tommy the assist. But it looks like they're in full control. Only 18 kills away from the win. 10 kills in front. It seems to be Austrian Force are biting back hard here.
Interesting to see. Scarcely didn't go for the sniper rifle. He much as got the shout from Tommy the Krogan, who might have assumed he would spawn back up on blue side, but instead Tommy the Krogan spawned over towards that red rocket side, so sniper rifle was still down in the base. I don't know whether Tommy made the play, made the call, leave the sniper rifle where it is and I'll go get it. or whether or not Scarcity just didn't get the comms and the sniper rifle was there. But be that as it may, Chrono's putting some shots down, trying to answer back there. Within 7 kills, they need to get the next power weapons. They need to put it to use. Spa has the sniper rifle in hand. He needs to get some kills. He needs to get them now.
Yeah, so they've brought it back here. They've done well to claw this back. You know, if they can just stick together, isolate these 2v1 situations. Oh, says no to that though. Still within 6, drops that sniper. Mata has it in hand, but like if they can isolate these 2v1 situations on the Austrian Force, sorry, then they could be able to claw themselves back into it. They're not away. I think they just need to stop stretching apart from each other. You can see them. Look at this here. The amount of red over here on sniper side. You know,
yeah, we're gonna rename that sniper side to Austrian side at the moment. Their whole team is set up over there. Every resource they have over towards the snipe side, so they should be able to trade off any kills. As Turio gets a double, Scarcity also picks up Kronos, and Kronos gets Tommy. So a 3-for-1 trade in favor of Austrian Force. And if you're Muriel, that is not what you want to be doing right now at this stage of the game.
I think that was a questionable play, to be honest. I think why was Mata in front, you know, in the front trench there against obviously 4 guys over on the snipe side. I don't know if the communication came out that they were all over there, but you know, you want him back there, somebody in front putting a bit of pressure and trying to force, you know, somebody to pop out so that he can snipe them. He was there waiting for the opportunity and ended up getting caught himself. So I think it's simple things like that in my mind that is the difference between the two teams at the minute.
Yeah, there's a few little minute decisions going against them at the moment. As Scarcity takes down Sunrise, a lovely grenade banking off the wall, bounces back, explodes, takes that player down to no shields, and now looks as though Xertos is in a world of hurt down here on blue lights. The Austrian Force just hunting in a pack like the wolves. They're hungry and they're on the hunt.
Yeah, Tommy gets misses the first rocket, gets the second one, opens it up. They're only 2 kills away from the win. To answer back really that early defeat on Truth, they'll not be happy that they dropped them off.
I'll tell you something, we should probably head over towards Spa, who has a sniper rifle. We could very well see him get 1, if not 2 of these last couple of kills, as they're within 8 kills now, and surely it's too late for Muriel, as it's down to within 1 kill. Xertos whiffs that shot, went for the melee, the preemptive melee, but unfortunately, fella, you've missed that shot when it mattered. We had you lined up for the highlight reel to end the series. Can he get this one? No, he can't. Whiffs that one, but finally takes down Sunrise. So great job out of Spa. 1 kill, 1 bullet connected in the end. That ties up the series 1-1. And what a series we're having so far here, Caleb.
Yeah, Zeros there, unfortunate for him. He had a pretty... it wasn't as good a performance from those guys. He's the only one that I think went positive for them. But definitely an answer back there, and a great performance from Tommy in particular. You know, commanding performance, leading from the front, leading in kills. You know, taking a hold of them power weapons, 6 kills with a power weapon. Sticking up on the damage over 2k as well too. So Austrian Force fighting back in this. They brought back the 1-1, and I can see them taking a grip of this series and moving on to the next round.
Here's an interesting stat, Caelan. 9 power weapon kills in favor of Austrian Force and only 2 for Muriel, and they only won by 9 kills, so you could say 7 of those came from power weapons. So a much better job by them controlling the power weapons, and if they didn't have control of the power weapons, they took them out of the hands of Muriel before they could do any damage. But we're going to go straight into Strongholds Plaza here. The series is going strong. It's going fast. It's quick. If you blink, you might miss it. Certainly that Truth game went so fast. There was bodies dropping everywhere. Bodies were hitting the floor. But here we are on Strongholds. Will this be the kickoff, the momentum, the kickstart, or to really propel this team, Austrian Force, forward and into the next bracket? Or will we actually see Muriel with the upset? Can they close out the series? What are your thoughts here?
Well, first off, thanks to Jimbo for the host. Obviously, his series ending there, as we said, but thanks for the host for supporting us. But look, I mentioned in the last game, power weapons was key. This will be key again. Who gets the camo? Sorry, it's camo on this one, and the sniper. I can see Austrian Force taking this game by the scruff of the neck and going on ahead into the next round against Cartel. To be honest, I think they had a good performance there on Coliseum. They were far better as a unit, as a team, moving forward, as we've seen, that togetherness. I think that if they can split them here in a map that you can quite easily split teams, because Strongholds, you have to just, prioritize your positions.
Yeah, sometimes Strongholds can all be about controlling the spawns. And even though you can slay evenly with another team, if you can keep them on rotations, keep them away from the strongholds they need to get into, it's a recipe for success. And I know why everyone in the Twitch chat is thinking, what is camo? And again, I will translate that for Kalen. He's got a pretty thick accent. That's camouflage, folks. So if you're looking to know what camo is, again, I'll have to translate this almost every single time. We might look into getting subtitles for him, but it is camouflage. But Kronos and Co, they are at the moment down in the series, down in the game, Kalen. Can they turn it around? It's only early doors, but what do they need to do to really rectify this problem at the moment?
They need to take a step back at the minute. Look at themselves, because look at this nest position. They seem to be quite focused on trying to get pit at the minute. And here comes Scarcity into yard to take that one. They've spawned over on Cafe side. I think Mata, they've lost yard, they should be going over the nest right away, because this triple cap, they're just going to bleed, to be honest, here for a while, and if they don't get something back fast, then I think that's game over inevitably already. I don't see them having a way back here.
Yeah, it seems to me as though Muriel thrive on just frantic gameplay, and somehow the strongholds, that just, it doesn't really happen. You need to be, regiment, you need to be on top of things, you have to have a clear plan in place, you need to have communication on point, and at the moment they're paying the price. It's out now 40 points without reply for Austrian Force. As we just tick over there, and Thurio also gets camouflage. Maybe we should jump over to him to see what he can do with that over towards the nest side.
Yeah, here we go. Trying to put the pressure, looking to see a need there, to see if he can get a marker, to see if any indication whether the French guys are in there. He didn't get one, but he's going to put the pressure. He gets a few shots out. Gets away his location, to be honest. I think he didn't need to do that. I think he could have worked his way through Cafe and come into Plaza just quietly in the background to take it. Bottom mid, though, going in the hands of Muriel Robin, and will start the scoring for them.
Starts the scoring, and like Kalen says, he doesn't like that play, and matter of fact, it was a misplay, because maybe if he doesn't die with that camouflage, they don't lose that stronghold, they don't lose these points they're losing now. But they're looking to immediately regain this over towards the yard, but Exertos says no. Big melee onto Scarcity, he gets the defense, but they unfortunately have lost bottom, middle and nest at the moment in favor of Austrian Force. Spa off the rip, comes sprinting down out of that blue ramp, and it's all going down. Carnage towards bottom middle at the moment, but 2 kills in favor of Kronos and Mata onto Scarcity, as Kronos is also taken down in the kill feed. So they're trading kills evenly, and they have 2 strongholds in their favor at the moment, do Muriel. But it looks like now Austrian Force, 3 men down towards bottom middle, and they're going to convert that very shortly.
I think they should have prioritised bottom mid here. They might hold on to it, but they almost abandoned it for a minute. But they do get the reset, but they were abandoning bottom mid there, and they should have been prioritising that to hold that at the minute, because it looked like all of Austrian Force had spawned towards garbage truck, and if the communication was right, they should have known that.
Now just at the moment, Austrian Force have lost all of the stronghold, the triple cap in effect, and just how quickly the Lord giveth, the Lord can taketh away, as points well and truly in favour of Muriel at the moment. Strongholds, as a matter of fact, in favour, but points still, they're down by 24 just now. Just over 7 minutes and some change left. They're doing pretty well. They've bounced back. They've been listening to Coach Kalen. Kalen, what have you got for us now? What do you think it needs to happen?
Well, I like to bring this phrase back into it, but the rabbit's coming out of the hat here. The rabbit in the hat. It looks like Austrian Force is going to take bottom mid, though, at the same time and start the scoring again. But they gotta get the rotations right here, because look at Austrian Force, all immediately swarm 4 of them over towards nest. No matter what, if you take yard, they're going to take nest. They're going to keep the scoring going, and they're going to turn around and try then defend bottom mid.
Now, if you're asking in the chat, what significance, what relevance does a rabbit in a hat have on a game of strongholds? Fear no more, because Kalen has your answers. Kalen, talk to us about rabbit in a hat.
The definition changes every week. Sometimes it's a killing spree, sometimes it's a triple cap, sometimes it's a 3-0 or a massive win. But this week I'm going to go with the rabbit in the hat as just a triple cap this week, actually.
So basically what you're saying, Kellen, is a rabbit in the hat could be almost anything at any time. It's ever changing, ever evolving. Is a rabbit in the hat.
Yeah, well, do you know how the rabbit got in the hat?
No idea. A magician maybe of some sort.
Yes. Well, Sunrise here is going to have to be a magician as he takes over Nest to try and stop Austrian Force coming in here and trying to get the triple cap on them. The rabbit in the hat.
Austrian Force in as brute force at the moment. 3 kills for them.
Here comes the rabbit.
And it should be a cap for them as well. They haven't actually transferred that. Now they have triple cap in full effect. I don't know if that was tactical for Spawn to get that cap towards the end, or whether everybody else just left it for each other. And a matter of fact, nobody got it in the end, as Tommy is taken down in nest, and that will be the comms that the players are spawning over towards blue. Spawn gets a lovely 5-shot onto Sunrise, scarcely with the shotgun as well, locking things down towards bottom middle. It looks as though Muriel have put all their eggs in one basket, as now bottom mid finally gets defended. This clutch play out of Spawn to get the kill onto Xertos and drop down and get the reset as well.
Oh, just unfortunate there. I think Muriel Robin had a chance to take bottom mid, but denied by Spawn. Looking at the Austrian Force guys, they are quite good in their communication and working together. I think you can see it in the way they're moving as a pack in comparison to the French guys. Unfortunate for them, they're just wee decisions, and that can be punished at this level. Quite amplified with just the small decisions and errors that they've made. They really need to get something here quick, because we're looking here at the end of the game.
Yeah, Muriel have shown great signs of life in this game too. They were down by 50 odd points before they started scoring, and they managed to get 44 of their own, so they're well capable of controlling the game. It's just in spits and spurts, and when the pressure's against them, their backs against the walls, they don't seem to have the answers when they're being pressured off Spawn. But at the moment, it looks as though Tommy the Krogan and co are going to wrap this game up 2-1, and we will be heading towards game 3, Caleb. Or game 4 rather.
Game 4. Yeah, game 4. Look, impressive performance from them. Spa sitting on 19 kills as even before we jump into that stat screen. Totally outslaying Muriel Robin for this one. And, you said it actually best. Muriel Robin seems to suit this frantic gameplay, trying to keep Austrian Force on their toes. That whole frantic flag pulling series that I don't think, will we have another one of those? We'll have a capture the flag next, I believe. Is it, or is it oddball?
I'm not sure. All I know is on the truth game, the guys must have spawned with flags in their hands.
It was just
there was
chaos.
flags out everywhere. I think at one point I might have seen 4 flags out at one time. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. But Austrian Force have answered back. They bounced back 2-1 in favour of them now. And we will head into game 4, oddball.
Eden.
What way do you see it going on, Eden?
This is to be honest, I don't know. This could be one of these games where it could be just pure chaos again, like we mentioned with the flag, the oddball. I would say the gut instinct in me tells me that Austrian Force are going to win this quite easily, because they have better communication and better movement, they seem to be outslaying them 2-0 again, which didn't happen in the first game, but this is the sort of game type that'll suit them.
Has that first game woken up this Austrian Force roster, and are they now they're giving these boys over on Muriel a little bit more respect, Caelan? They were able to take the game 1, and then all of a sudden Austrian Force are going, okay, I see you're here to play, and now Tommy Krogan and the boys have putting the armband on, and they're starting to play some Halo.
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm sure there was a bit of complacency in that first game. Definitely showed, because I've seen Tommy perform better than that.
Yeah.
He performed better in that game too, obviously, and he seemed, he leading from the front in terms of kills. He had a good performance there again, 15 kills, 14 assists. Like that's you're contributing to 29 kills there. That's probably over half the kills that they got nearly. So same again here. Zeros, I praised him in one of the earlier games, but he went 6-16 that last one. You can't do that in that sort of game type. You got to be organized. You got to be on point here, and this oddball one could expose them.
Yeah, 6-16 is not enough in a game of strongholds. You need to pull your weight a little bit more. But what better time to do it now than oddball Eden to answer back and bounce back from that 6-16 game? This is the time to do it and bring this series to a game 5. Or will we see Austrian Force wrap it up, put a bow on it, and head towards the semi-finals game?
Well, that's the question indeed. So straight away they're going to pull the sniper, the French guys, and try look. Oh man, with that bad nade.
It didn't matter, as Xertos had his eyes on over towards that overshield, and did we get a little burn? The oddball is in the hand of Sunrise. Madet down towards where the OS spawns in bottom middle. Tommy the Krogan and Austrian Force set up 2-2. Looks like tower side and outside as well. They have a little bit of help as Madet gets taken down, and Sunrise has the ball over towards the blue side, and looks as though Austrian Force now starting to collapse.
I like the way they're set up here, although just look at that Sunrise. I don't know who was it had the sniper there. Zeros was outside on the alpha there. He had a view on outside and to give a bit of protection to Sunrise with the ball, and instead he just decided to run back across towards Catwalk. That split second decision, all of a sudden then under pressure from Austrian Force, they lose the ball, they throw it out, and now it's in the hands of the Austrian Force squad.
Yeah, essentially what you want Xertos to do is look towards the outside, let his player know that there's players coming, and or if indeed it's free, and maybe give an opportunity for his teammate to play the ball, but instead he tried to prioritise keeping the sniper rifle alive, and in the end he was able to do none of either, or keep the sniper rifle or keep the ball, and both the sniper rifle and the ball then transition over towards Austrian Force. Now Scarcely's got the wing peeler in his hand, he gets a melee, using it as a baseball bat as we see so often. He gets the first shot, body shot, takes him down to no shields, and here he is front blue, putting some shots down on the Sunrise. So it's a great job at Scarcely, just keeping these players on the back foot.
I think if you're Muriel Robin, you got to take more risks in this game. Do you throw the ball off, or do you just try hope that you can defend successfully against these guys if you have the numbers? Those decisions have to be made because Austrian Force missed out on the ball at the start, lost 27 points, and all of a sudden they're back ahead by 10 at the minute, and that's just opening 2 minutes here.
Yeah, I think in the oddball game type, doesn't matter whether you're playing Halo 5, you're playing Halo 3, any Halo iteration whatsoever, if it looks like your team are going to go more than 2 dead, you need to play that ball and prioritise getting a little bit more of a setup off the respawn, as they can't score points first while the ball's off the map, and then they have to put themselves in a position where they have to go get that ball again. It's out in the open, overshield pops up, Sunrise gets some shots down, but unfortunately it's gone over towards Austrian Force as the overshield. He tries to get that sticky grenade onto that player, but he can't as Turu takes him down. So great job of Turu getting that overshield and getting that kill. Yeah,
and the ball's just sitting down here for Austrian Force to dominate here and go on the red side. If he gets Spaw can pick the ball up, he's missed it altogether. Unfortunate for him, because that was a great opportunity to get a big lead on Muriel Robin here. They're only 1 point ahead. They had an opportunity with the numbers there to move out onto red side on the red elbow and take a dominating lead into the end of the first quarter of this game.
At the moment, though, Austrian Force down 3 members, only Tommy the Krogan last standing up and ball and score. Kronos was a great job of taking down Tommy, but Tommy equally doing a good job of trying to get that ball off the map, but unfortunately it hits the ledge and it stays on there. Matt opting to leave the ball where it is he going to go try play that sniper rifle? I don't know if I'd like to play. Swords out towards the window, needs to stay alive here, does not need to take that fight again, Caleb.
Yeah, some interesting decision making here. Zero's throwing the ball off the map now to try and reset the ball. Mattis immediately sitting on top of it. I don't know if he should be able to pick it up here because Austrian Force are going to swarm him. Just decision making here is questionable. I know it's easier for us to say that from speaking, watching it, and but these games are going to come down to fine margins. The game's tight at 49 apiece.
The thing is that Mata had that player exactly where he needed him, out in the front base. He could do no damage where he was. There was no need to take that challenge, take that fight. Whether he's down there or in the respawn screen, it doesn't matter because he's not able to do much of anything on the map. He has no impact. So as long as you call him out, he's down to no shields or half shields. He shouldn't be able to make any sort of play. So forcing yourself up there to take that fight and then ultimately getting taken down by Tommy, who's helping his teammate, it just wasn't a good play all around. And now we have the scores tied up 49-49. Sniper rifle in the hand of Kronos. What can you do with it?
Yeah, this is an interesting one. The communication needs to be on point here to identify where the Austrian Force guys are before they pick the ball up. You can see Sunrise has it now. He knows that it's 2 down for both squads. There's a 3 down now for Austrian Force. Chrono is putting in serious damage now, and then they can get the ball over here on blue elbow side and hopefully open up a big lead. They'd like to get 20 points up here as we approach the halfway point. But Austrian Force are going to pick that ball up and try and get some points for themselves. So it's an interesting back and forth here at the minute. If the game's tight, it's a tight series. You'd want, as a spectator, you want this to go to a game 5, of course. But Austrian Force wouldn't like, to be unnerved here and to go the distance, because I think, the Muriel Robin guys have upset them enough already today.
Upset them enough. They've already taken the map off them, and nobody would have expected that. They're turning heads at the moment, and if they can take this to a game 5, wouldn't that be a shock? And isn't that what we love to see on a Saturday morning, Saturday evening for some Halo? But at the moment, Kronos is taken down by Scarcity. It looks as though shots everywhere. Zertos gets taken down as well. A ball in the hands of Tommy the Krogan, who's desperately trying to stay alive out here towards the front base, and Mata doing a great job of staying alive, but ultimately taken down by a grenade as well. Sunrise has the ball and he heads up towards this blue side, and they should be able to rack up a few points here while other players are off the respawn.
You'd hope they'll level the score up here. He does drop the ball as Austrian Force come in to capitalise on it. I think Spa should pick this one up. Yeah, they've got this now. Cross on the turbine. They're in a pretty good position to open up a bigger lead now. Sniper rifle about to pop up with Tommy the Krogan. He doesn't get it though.
Opts to get this kill instead, but he's getting pressured by 2 players now. Could maybe stay alive here, run away. Gets the help there, so sniper rifle will go into the hands of Austrian Force and into the hands of a fully capable Tommy the Krogan.
Yeah,
His
I like
scope
that
is in now. Can he scope in? He goes with a no scope onto Mata. I don't know if I like that play. He knew the player was going to spawn over towards tower side. He predicted it, but he wasn't ready to get that kill. Scarcely takes down Mata and trades off Tommy at least, and they still get the sniper rifle. But overshield, unfortunately here for the side of Muriel, should go into the hands of Sunrise, and it does. He pops it into his chest. He gets full overshield and should be able to make some waves with this ball that's out on the outside. And importantly, Kronos has the plasma pistol, so that overshield will not get drained.
I was going to give credit actually there before in that last sort of break that from the two of us talking, was I actually would have give credit there for Tommy the Krogan. That was a good play in prioritising, score over power weapons there. Get the kill and then pick up the power weapon later. But look, Austrian Force in front here, they just want to keep that scoreboard ticking. They don't, a few points is better than a big run here at the minute, because it's Muriel Robin that's chasing the game.
Yeah, they're getting their scoring in drips and drabs. There's a little bit of a drought. You score a couple of points, they score a couple of points, but importantly here, both teams are only within 11 or 12 or so seconds here, and they're within touching distance, so no team able to take control of the map. And we've seen that throughout the series so far. The game has been a little bit too frantic as Kronos takes down 2, and that should result in some sort of scoring somewhere. They're playing a little bit more passive though. Thurio out towards the front base, gets taken down. Spa taken down the no shields then towards the nest area as well. But scoring, they lost 2 members of their team, but they're still scoring points. How has that happened here, Caelan?
I don't know. You just, if you're Austrian Force, you don't want to do anything stupid. Muriel Robin's chasing the game. If they overstretch themselves and go 2 or 3 down, then all of a sudden Muriel Robin, as they're about to do, they're about to take the lead again. It's a tit for tat game. It really is. It's a very interesting watch here from an observing perspective.
You mentioned if they go 2 or 3 dead, they're in trouble, and of course immediately as you said that, they went 2 and 3 dead, and the ball and the scoring over towards this Muriel roster. Doing a great job. Really impressed by these French guys. Kronos gets taken down however by Scarcely and Exertos, as you can see on your screens, with the ball. Will he opt to play, or will he rely on his teammates for some support? No, he instead decides to throw the ball off and also put some shots down onto this player. If he gets the kill here, he gets the trade. That's lovely play at Exertos, and when you need something like that, you're up by 21 seconds with only 3 minutes and some change on the clock. That's a huge play by Exertos.
It is indeed. That's 20 seconds to spare at the minute. They're already starting again now to hold the ball. They've lost it. Austrian Force are coming swarming in here. I wonder, are they going to get a bit desperate because they had a look at the clock? This game is coming to its end. Only 28 seconds needed from the guys in Muriel Robin to take this result, whereas it's going to be a whole 50 for Tommy and co. Are they going to start to get desperate? And that's where you make mistakes and make errors, and it looks to me like we're going to a game 5.
The important thing to notice, every time I peek over towards the gunfights, it looks as though at the moment Austrian Force are losing those all important 1v1s, and although in Halo you don't want to be playing 1v1s, when you do have a 1v1 you need to win them, and you need to win them big. But at the moment it looks as though Muriel are winning all the big gunfights and winning all the power weapons and power-ups, making all the important plays at the right time and keeping this game nice and scrappy here, Ken.
Well, the one thing I demanded from Muriel Robin from the last series was better communication, better teamwork. A quick look, a quick glance at the stats. The thing that strikes me is that assist count. The teamwork must be appearing to be good because their assists are vastly superior to Tommy and Thuru and Spa and Scarcely at the minute. And it looks like we're coming to the closing part of the game now. But look, Muriel and Robin have answered all the questions that we've given them.
Yeah, as you can see, the kills are pretty evenly spread through both teams, but as Caelan touched upon, the assists heavily in favour of this Muriel roster, which means their teamwork is on point and they're doing everything they need to do as a unit, moving cohesively together to score points. Don't need the choke, and maybe we shouldn't curse them with the word choke at the moment. They're only up by looks as though 15 seconds, 16 seconds at the moment, and their lead is starting to get ticked away at now. Odd ball in the hand of Scarcely, tried to get that melee but is taken down. And Tommy the Krogan answers back and trades that kill off, so some more points should go in favour of Austrian Force, only down by 10 now. This is when you need the French roster in Muriel to answer back and make the big plays, make them now.
Tommy's made a big play here. This is on his own here, just trying to get points, to be honest. He's getting chased. He's made the decision to drop the ball. Oh, he's in trouble. He's going to give control back to Muriel Robin probably here, or else he's going to get 2. Oh, look at that spawn with the overshield. And now Austrian Force are in control and might be able to see this game out, although they're going out to the elbow, and so is Muriel Robin.
Now, it looks as though they're going to gain the lead for the first time in a long time. Is Austrian Force. Spa with the overshield. Only 1 minute left. Only 4 seconds left. The ball time leaders. You can see Muriel desperately trying to get into there, but they cannot get the ball out of the hands. And just like that, Austrian Force go 3-1 and win the series. But what a close game that was there, Caelan.
Opportunity missed, in my view. That's an opportunity missed for the French guys. They had them there with 3 minutes to go. I would have said, they were 25 seconds, 25 points up ahead on the ball on the Austrian Force guys, but opportunity missed. Like I said, you look at the kills, yes, high slay counts, but I talked about if you look at the kill feed here at the minute, I talked about how they were outperforming on assists. Just look at now how it must have closed out, because all of a sudden Austrian Force had more assists out of nowhere. So in those last 2 minutes, something must have clicked.
When it mattered most, Austrian Force turned up, and it was a great job out of Tommy the Krogan, who had the ball over towards that red side. He was dipsy doodling, he was evading, playing his life, making sure he could tick up a point here, a point there, and what that did was make sure Muriel Robin were just desperately trying to get towards the ball, and it kept them frantic. And the comms must have been a mess, because then you can see Spa was able to get the overshield almost totally uncontested, head towards red side, help his teammate in Tommy the Krogan, and because of that, they've been able to close out the series and to close out the game as well, 150 to 141. So great job out of Austrian Force to close out that series. And they will be heading towards the semi-finals now. So great job out of Austrian Force. But I was impressed by Muriel, who looked very good as well, Caelan.
Yeah, it was. Look, we asked questions of them. I thought they were going to answer them. Even Zeros there throwing up 60 seconds on the oddball time, had a pretty good performance in terms of a KD2. Credit to those guys. They put in a good performance. They'll be unhappy that they won't go further in this competition and meet up with their French counterparts Cartel in the semi-final. But look, credit to them. I think they've done well, and we obviously have a great game up ahead here. If Austrian Force have this momentum with them, maybe going to catch Cartel cold. Cartel have been waiting for the last while. Maybe they're doing obviously warm-ups in the background, but there's good momentum for Austrian Force here to do something, maybe push on to a final, especially if last week's reigning champs are out of the competition.
Yeah, last week's reigning champs are out of the competition. Power were eliminated by Precision Knight's roster, so he was able to get one back over Jimbo and Co. And also again, thanks to Jimbo for hosting us. That's much appreciated. But in many ways, Tommy the Krogan and the boys have won here. And what's their prize? They get to go play Cartel. Is that much of a prize at all here, Caelan?
Look, the experience is worth it, isn't it? This is what we all want to do. If you're going to win titles, you're going to have to play the big games, the big teams. There's no point in hiding and bluffing your way to a final. You have to play big games like these. Of course, talking about prizes, we'll give away a prize on stream at the minute. This week we do have Nightbot back, so we will do a giveaway, and the winning word this week, if you have to type into the chat, and you can win yourself a copy or one of the nameplates that's up for grabs. I believe it's Burst Fire, Moonlight, and Beach Life. If you type into the chat Sherzy, 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 all lowercase, you'll be in for a chance to win that, and we'll roll it maybe at the start of the next series.
Yeah, I know everybody was loving Wonder Boy and I's mini games that we had last week for the nameplate, but now we have something a little bit more professional, although a little less fun, I might say as well. We're gonna take. Wait. What are you saying?
We'll get a proper fun mini game for grand finals. How about that?
How does that
we'll
sound?
Think about it in the background on the break.
Yeah, we'll think about it. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with Cartel against Austrian Force. What the series is going to be. Don't go anywhere. Get yourselves a quick brew and come back to watch us. See you soon.